On this finally Friday, September 18th, for Tano TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Governor Doug Ducey and the head of the U.S. Census Bureau encouraged Arizonans yesterday to complete their census forms, as statistics show that more than 10% of the state's residents have not yet participated in the once-a-decade national count. With just 13 days remaining before the count ends, Arizona could lose as much as $500 million a year in federal Medicaid payments alone if those numbers don't improve, according to a new study. More than 40 states have better participation, Census Bureau statistics show, meaning they'll get more in per-person federal payments. Ducey and Census Bureau Director Stephen Dillingham said at a news conference yesterday that more than 400 additional census workers have been brought in since last week to help locate people who haven't completed their census forms. He said, quote, "We have every intention of exceeding 90% of capturing every dollar and counting every Arizonan, and that's why Director Dillingham is here today," Ducey said. "That's why we're having this press conference." Well, a group of cities, counties, and civil rights groups are suing to get the census completion deadline extended by a month to the end of October, as was previously planned. They're urging a federal judge to act because the pandemic, fires on the West Coast, and hurricanes on the Gulf Coast have hurt outreach and completion efforts. Government attorneys have argued that the census must be finished by the end of September to meet a December 31st deadline for turning over numbers used for deciding how many congressional seats each state gets in a process known as appointment. Besides determining how many congressional seats each state gets, the census helps determine the distribution of $1.5 trillion in federal spending annually. Well, in other news, it's that colorful time of year again. Up on top of the rim, the Coconino National Forest Service officials say the summer is nearly over and it's now time for nature to do its magic. Yep, it's fall color time. By October each year, colors are usually in full splendor in the upper elevations of the Coconino National Forest. Many of the trees in the higher elevations reach their prime in early October, but the views are still beautiful throughout the season. Now, they say they have a website that has a yard full of facts, figures, and brochures and maps, plus a leafometer to guide you on your fall field trip into the 1.8 million acres of the Coconino National Forest. They also suggest that you visit often to get status updates as the colors wash across the landscape. We've placed links to this on KRIM's and Tano TV's Facebook pages. And finally, the Gila County Fair in southern Arizona is going virtual this year, and that will make it easier for folks here in northern Gila County to get in on the livestock auction action. Well, new buyers are invited to register today for the Gila County 4-H and FFA Junior Livestock Auction, a virtual auction online that's coming up Saturday, September 26th. Organizers ask, quote, "No freezer space for a whole hog or a side of beef?" Well, they suggest that you team up. They say you can organize your family, corral your co-workers, and gather friends from church. They also say that all across Arizona, groups have teamed up to pool their money at recent virtual livestock auctions, dividing their buy into freezer-friendly family shares. Well, here in Gila County, our auction will have up to 25 beef cattle, 24 hogs, 16 lambs, and 10 goats, as well as 5 turkeys. If you've never participated in a livestock auction and maybe you have some questions, you can read the buyer's guide and register as a bidder today at gilacountyfair.com. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, it looks like there might be a slight chance for some showers to be headed to some parts of Rim Country this next week. So does that include where you're at? Well, a complete 7-day forecast is coming up. You're watching Rim Country News.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
In Rim Country weather, dry weather will persist over northern Arizona through Sunday. National Weather Service says you can expect breezy conditions today and Saturday. A slight chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms returns to the Northland later next week. It, however, still looks like just a slight chance. Daytime highs in the greater Payson area today should be right around 90 degrees, cooling just a bit to the mid-80s by the first half of next week, and sadly it looks like there's no chance for showers coming to the Payson area during the next week. That'll be confined mostly to areas on top of the rim, and we look to be staying dry right here in Payson. Up on top of the rim, they're expecting a high today around 79 degrees, with highs cooling to around 72 early next week, and about a 20% chance for showers up there developing by Thursday. And our neighbors to the south in Tonto Basin, still in triple digits today with an expected high of 101 degrees under sunny skies. And sadly, no chance for rain down there for at least the next week. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Get out there and make it a great Friday.